Hey guys, WLJK here. Couple things just for an update video saying that I got back into posting some game footage. So there's a couple different subjects I'm going to touch on here real quick. First off, the problem I was mentioning about the overheating in my system where it wasn't cooling enough, I got that taken care of. I picked up a couple fans. Now I picked two of these up. I'll explain why this one's not in the system in a moment. It's kind of funny yet terrifying at the same moment. But that particular fan, I picked up, it was like $7. And give you the specs on it. It's a 120 millimeter square, obviously. But it's only 25 millimeters thick, which the regular ones I think are 35 to 40. And it only does 950 RPM, so it's a quiet fan because it's only doing 19 decibels. Okay, but it pulls 40 cubic feet per minute. Pretty impressive for a fan. So I picked up two of those. The other one I picked up, I can't show it to you because it's in the system. But I can read the specs off for you. It's a thin line. It's a slim line, I should say. It does run a little faster. It runs at 2,000 RPM. That's the one I got sitting right on top of the processor to pull the heat out. It does 45... We'll say 45 and a half cubic feet. It's a little louder. It's not quite twice as loud. It's a little over 33 decibels. And it's only 12 millimeters, so it's almost half. Actually, it's not even quite half the thickness of that one. I had to use this particular one, this thin one, because the way the room between where my processor sits and the top of the case. Yes, my case can use mini ITX, mini ATX, which is what my board is. But you go mini ATX, they squish everything together as close as possible, and I just dropped that. There we go. So the processor is really close to the edge of the board with the factory cooler on it, and I'm looking this weird because I got cursor on my nose. So I turned around and had to use a thin one. Now I got that one sitting on top and the one like I showed you sitting like this in the back. Okay, so you got like this. I was going to put that one in front of the thin one, except I had a little bit of a problem. I had everything wired up, ready to go. The fan wasn't spinning at all. I'm like, okay, all of a sudden while I turned it on, it wasn't spinning. I'm like, what the heck? I go to tap it, because sometimes you tap it, they sit for a little while and they need to get spun up. I tapped it, and then the computer shut off. Then it kicked back on. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking, I'm like, it's still not spinning. All of a sudden I'm like, what's that? It smells like something. And all of a sudden this bright light came out from my computer. These two little wires, which I have stripped apart, that whole section was burnt. It melted. It shorted out. I don't know if it was because the fan wasn't spinning or the fan didn't spin because of this. Now, the plug. Now you saw a little 3-pin plug. It also had a 4-pin on it. Here's the 4-pin plug. There's the rest of the 2 wires. But it also caught fire. This was actually sitting across this. Sort of like that. It caught fire. I had a flame this tall. So about 2.5 inches tall by 1.5 inches wide. Underneath my video card. It was a flame. It looked like somebody stuck a torch underneath my video card. I'm like, oh God. So I killed the power to it real quick, and card's okay. So there's the cooling aspect. That's taken care of. Sorry, it took me 5 minutes to explain that. So that's all taken care of. Now, the second thing I want to bring up is I had a question posted, which I was going to leave for Creative Craft, but I'm going to explain that in a minute. But this person, it sort of sounded like, they wanted a quick response, so I'm going to respond in this video. YouTuber by the Fluffy Gamers. Now, I don't know if that's one person or if that's a group, but we'll assume it's one person. Asked if I wanted to dual comp. Now, I mentioned in the past I have a Skype and I was getting set up. One, my Skype is not set up. Two, I'm still seeing if my internet can still handle stuff. Okay, so it's a little iffy. Three, by reading their second comment, they have, it seems like, a server to use, which is great, but I'm not at the moment ready to do dual comms, okay? Some of it, excuse me while I put this back under where I had it so I don't lose it. Part of it is due to the fact of I don't have all the equipment ready yet, okay? The other part of it is I have a weird schedule. I don't really have a schedule, let's put it that way. I record whenever. I don't really have a set time. If I turn around and go, okay, well, it's raining outside, my wife's taking a nap, I'll record for an hour. I don't really have the idea and time of saying I am setting aside 3 hours to record. I used to. But it's a little harder now seeing that my wife is here and I have to keep an eye on her. Plus, there's another family matter that popped up that I gotta go see my sister-in-law this weekend because she's sort of down in the dumps and that whole part of my in-law family is in dumps. So we're gonna, go visit. So that's that part. Now, for the Fluffy Gamers, it was nice of you to turn around and leave your Skype name. I moved that into a folder to save. I got you and one or two other people as contacts for Skype. I got them saved in my email. So let me put it this way. If I'm ready to do that, I'll get a hold of you. I'll send you a personal message, private message first, and then we can, work things out. So I felt that it wasn't fair for that particular question to wait. Now you might be going, okay, why wait? Here's the kicker. Episode 1 of Creative Craft is up. Actually, the first 4 episodes are uploaded, rendered, everything. I did have a problem. Now, I kept hearing people say, oh, Minecraft and automatically gets monetized. No, it don't. It does not. The first video I put up, yes, it got instantly monetized. 2 through 4, I got the infamous email saying you have to show, you need to provide information that you have the rights to show this commercially. It ain't fixed, YouTube. It's supposed to be, from what I understand, it's supposed to be if Minecraft is in the title and Minecraft is in the description, the tags, that it should automatically monetize because they have a blanket program that turns around, looks for those two, and if it's there, boom, and monetizes it. Now, it might have been because I turned around and threw all 4 of them up at the same time. I don't know. So, with that being, comment being made, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be, somebody's trying to make all the money I can. Though that would be nice. It's just, I want everything to be universal. Or not universal, what's the word? Symmetrical. I don't want to turn around and go, okay, well, 1's monetized, 2, 3, 4 is not, 5 is monetized, 6, 7, 8's not. No. This is another reason why I am considering canceling the AdSense, Google AdSense, and trying to get partnered with like Twitch TV or something. So that's that. Now with the creative craft, the reason why I mentioned a previous question now is, like I said, I have 4 episodes. That's about an hour's worth of video. Maybe a little less. Between 45 minutes and an hour's worth of video. Already rendered and whatnot. So what I wanted to do was, I got 2 questions. I got them. I did a little trick. I'm going to see if I can turn on, get them to pop up during the video, so that you can turn around and read along. So, and give recognition to those who turn around and did post it, and also show you their names so that I don't butcher them. Because there are some people that have names that I have butchered in the past, and, they're understanding, but I just don't feel right. So the actual questions for Creative Craft will be coming episode 5. Now for the releasing schedule, I said I was going to do it like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe Monday, Thursday, as of right now, I'm going to go Monday, Thursday. Hopefully the monetizing thing gets taken care of. If not, then I'm going to hold episode 2 for a little bit, and that would give you guys a chance to turn around and get some more questions in if you want to, just for a few things. But yeah, so I think that's about it. Oh, one other thing I wanted to ask you guys. For those who have watched episode 1 of Creative Craft in season 2, what do you think of the intro? Just a little something I threw together. Not as elaborate as what I did with I don't know, it might have been the first season where I had the animated one, where's my avatar. But it was something I had accidentally taken that screenshot either in the first episode or in one of the many beginning takes of the first episode. Because the first episode's always the hardest one to get going, because usually you're reviewing, so you're not really building much. So I'm hoping you guys think it's kind of neat. I thought it was. I gotta go back and look at the video manager, because I might be able to have that as the thumbnail. Because of it being a long enough clip, it may have picked it. I do not know. So, but that's it for now. I think that was everything. And I apologize if you hear any noise. I got a couple fans going to cool myself off. So this has been WLJK, guys. I shall catch you later, and hopefully, if not by Thursday, then hopefully next week we can turn around and start getting some more Creative Craft done. So I shall catch you guys later.